Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will. We must use our indomitable will in the pursuit of exposing this criminal lie. Street activism is the way forward. Ask yourself, what are you doing to expose this greatest lie of all? You cannot find the truth, for to be with truth, you have to disregard what is false, and their truth will be. We do not live on a spinning, shooting, and tilting watery spaceball. All our senses and natural observations tell us this.
Spinning ball, people.
Oh right, the Earth is definitely flat and motionless and not spinning.
The Earth is flat. The Earth is flat.
The Earth is flat.
Earth is flat.
That's so funny when you just stood there.
The Earth measures flat.
To me, I can't prove what shape the Earth is because I can't scientifically prove it, but I can scientifically prove the Earth is not a spinning ball all day long.
It's flat. Of course it's flat. It's obvious.
And the one thing to come out of it is I have absolutely no doubts whatsoever. The Earth is flat.
The Earth is flat. What's the shape of the Earth? It's flat, baby.
You need a ball Earth mic.
Well, the Earth is flat. It's official.
So why flat Earth, Colin, and why are you so active?
Well, when I came across it a few years ago, it really hit me hard.
Do you feel a sense of injustice?
Oh, very much so, yeah.
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 And what are you sort of expecting from tomorrow?
I don't know. It's always a plus if we can get a few people to at least go away and look at the information that we've got to offer.
And what do you get out of it when you've been out on the streets and you're engaging with the public?
I enjoy the way people, just after a few minutes chat with us, you can see they're clearly changing their ideas and certainly thinking about it. And that's all we ask, is that people go away and think about the information that we've got to offer. The majority of us have done a lot of deep research into the subject.
The banners and the leaflets are really going to make a difference tomorrow, I think.
Absolutely. I'm so impressed with the banners and the leaflets.
Flat. Flat and motionless, the way we experience it to be. So, for me, if someone's trying to convince you not to use your own senses, it's a major alarm bell. you know, to be convinced that there's no up and no down, and it doesn't make any difference. And usually, if I'm being convinced of something, I usually feel like I'm being conned as well, you know. So I question the information that's given. Does it seem plausible? Does it fit with what I'm observing in the real world? And if it doesn't, then I've got to let it go.
So what does it mean to you to be a flat earther, Zannie?
I'm not sure what it means, but for me, knowing the truth of where I am kind of leads to what I'm doing here. You know, it's the big questions in life that you have, you know. Who am I? How did I get here? What am I doing here? What's the purpose in life? But we don't seem to ask those questions anymore. Definitely not ask those questions in school. So yeah, it's really important. If you don't know where you are, how can you ever figure out where you're going to? I know people think of it just as a physical state, but I feel like there's a spiritual war, and that might sound a bit extreme, but anything good in the world is like hidden from us, and it's not brought to the attention of the masses. But you know, all the pain and the suffering and anything bad, that's constantly on the forefront of people's thoughts because of what they're fed through the media and stuff. So it has a big impact on the way you view life and how you live your life.
And what are you expecting from today in street activism in London?
Today, I just want to engage with the general public and get them to question their reality and, you know, how is it that they came to that conclusion, and have they really thought about it logically, and just start the conversation with people, because everyone you talk to, they go on and they talk to people. So like word of mouth basically.
So we're on our road trip down to London. I'm nearly there, about 40 minutes away. So early start this morning, wasn't it, guys?
Yes, it was. We're all ready, rock and rolling, ready to go.
So we're just building and charging our energy up now ready for today's activism. It looks like it's going to be a nice day. It's cold, but we've got our clothes on. Yeah, looking forward to it.
So we're all on our way to London.
How do you think it's going to go anyway today? Do you think we're going to meet any kind of...
I think it's going to be a bit like Liverpool, but maybe a bit more intense than
Right.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
That's what I'm expecting. But we were not being... Sorry.
Be a lot more busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot more busy, and I think we're going to have a tougher crowd down here as well, because obviously there's...
Yeah, the indoctrination will be very deep in London.
Yeah,
Lots more
exactly.
deep.
In London it will be. But it's nice as well because we're going to have all, you know, multi-nationalities where we're going to be going today and everything as well. So at least the message is getting out to other
Communities.
nationalities as well,
Yeah. At the end of the day, we're not going out, we're not marching, we're not fucking protesting, we're just standing there with our little signs and billboards and letting people come to us. And if they ask us questions, if they're intrigued, even if they want to debate, that's fine. We're not antagonising anybody, we're not forcing anything down anyone's throat. We're asking questions, and we just want to help others ask questions, show others that there's questions to ask. That's it.
Yeah.
End of story.
About 6-ish.
chased away by the police, seems that we're in the capital. But I think it's going to be great because Liverpool was really good. We didn't have any bother in Liverpool whatsoever, and everyone was really open and receptive. So hopefully we're expecting the same today, really. People to be open and receptive like they were in Liverpool. But I think we might have a bigger challenge in London. Things are like this way, guys.
Not a leaf falls, but that he knows it. And no grain is there within the darknesses of the earth, and no moist or dry thing, but that it is written in his clear
Sarah, come here.
And to him will be your return. And
He's all the same.
If you should save us from this crisis. Say, shall we invoke instead of Allah that which neither benefits us nor harms us, and be turned back on our heels after Allah has guided us? We would then be like one whom the devils enticed to wander upon the earth guided us. We would then be like one whom the devils enticed to wander upon the earth. Come to us. Say, indeed, the guidance of Allah is the only guidance, and we have been commanded to submit to the Lord of the worlds.
وأن أقيموا الصلاة واتقوه وهو عالم الغيب والشهادة.
And it is He who created the heavens and earth in truth. And the day He says be, and it
Why do you think balloon is? Sorry? Give us a why do you think balloon is? You're standing there.
I just think it's unbelievable.
Why do you think it's unbelievable?
Why do you think that what you're saying, so you think that the Earth is stationary?
I do, yes.
Why?
Because your own observations and your own senses.
Observations.
Right, okay. So water always has to find its level. Always.
Yes.
Okay, so if you don't contain water within something, it will...
Why do you know you are stationary?
You what, sorry?
Why do you know you are stationary?
Because water tells us that we're stationary. Water alone. Because it has to find its level.
It does find its own level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how can it exist to the exterior of an object?
Sorry? Gravity keeps it in.
But how can you prove to us that gravity exists?
I can't prove why. Gravity is a curvature of space-time.
But can I ask you if you know that, or is that a belief because you've been told that?
Because it has been proved. So what will I prove it then to you?
No, where is the proof for gravity? That's
because the proof of it is that I'm standing here and we're living in a planet that is moving around. You're denying something that is happening.
We'll question. I'll do this question.
Okay, all right, okay.
Question: can you prove this? There's a force pulling me down, or is it simply down to density and buoyancy that I'm standing here? Can you prove
where does density come from?
Well, I'm just asking you, can you prove there's a force pulling me down?
Yeah, I can, because we're standing here. So Earth is revolving.
Wait. That's not proving there's a force pulling me down, though. I'm standing here, you have to...
Right, so you're saying... Right, so you are suggesting that gravity doesn't exist. Is that what you're saying?
Theory. It is an unproven theory.
That's why it's called the theory of gravity. That's why it's called that.
Yeah, it is a theory of gravity.
Yes.
It's a theory.
Yes, correct.
It's not been proven.
Yeah.
Right, so you ask a scientist, what is gravity? No scientist will be able to explain
Because we're still trying to discover. Look, where do gravity waves come from?
Why do you believe
A gravity wave has been proven to exist.
How?
From experimentation.
So you just,
Lido.
Are you not just
Lido.
Are you not just repeating that though?
Well, we can keep this is a conversation that is getting basically nowhere.
No, it's not. No.
It is, because saying, can we prove it? Can we prove it? It has been proven by experimentation that gravity exists from Lido.
I think we can get somewhere if we don't interrupt each other.
Yeah, go on.
No, gravity has never been proven. There's no existence. You can't smell it, you can't touch it, you can't see
Correct.
it. You
Correct.
can't feel it. Now,
can you see atoms?
Yeah. Anybody who believes in gravity is a belief, because there's no direct experience of it, and they can't measure it, and they can't have evidence for it.
Yeah. What is holding the planets in their positions around the sun?
But then I don't believe there's planets at all.
There are no. We can't go any further.
Like we're not here shouting and screaming at people. We put our display up, let people come and ask us questions, and if we can answer them, we'll do that. But we're not scientists ourselves, you know.
No, but Eric Dubai has done quite a bit, and the sky's blue, the waters are above the firmament. You have the rainbow. It's because of the firmament. Thunder echoes because of the firmament. But nobody wants to believe that NASA and everybody's lied and stole trillions.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I know. So they
feel like a film.
I know, but they can't accept the satanic deception, right?
Satanic. That's a really good point.
I know, because they try to hide God.
Exactly.
And that's the way Satan operates, right?
Yeah, the heliocentric model is taken away.
I know.
You go down the ship it goes out of your eyes vision and then it's gone. Now, if you zoom in on that ship will come back into view. It's not going over no curve, which is what we say. So it can carry on another 50 miles out. You can still zoom in and it's still there. It's gone from your eyes vision, but you have to zoom in because it's still there because you didn't have enough in the car.
I've heard that when people climb Everest, from the very summit you can see the curvature.
Well, that is all perspective as well, and also our lens is what we use when we take pictures of curved lenses. We've got GoPro lenses, our curved lenses. When we've taken away the lens curvature, everything measures flat. When you get another thing out the GoPro lens,
I can see down the south coast.
So strongly guided is an example. So I asked you for this message, no signal.
It's going well.
Is it? Oh, great.
I'm not, don't get me wrong, I'm not a massive religious believer, do you know what I mean? I believe in this creative. Because I think people are taking it to this nonsense.
What got you going?
It was strange actually, it was about 18 months ago and I had an old friend that came back into my life after a few years. When she came back into my life, we were focused and then basically she told me
let's say you get like a cup or a bottle, right? You fill it with water. If you spin it quick enough, the water won't come out.
That's contained. That's contained.
sort of did their own rendition period. It'd be quite nice because it kind of, I don't know,
How's it going?
Good, mate, good.
Please go get carry on going.
I'm not going to act like I do know the questions, but I'll ask those that I know are wrong. I will point it out and be like, this doesn't make sense.
So you're saying that the Earth is might be the planets. What are the planets? Planets are spherical, right? They are kind of.
I can't say that they're spherical. I've never seen them to be spheres, like actual cruises, but they do look circular. They do look circular.
That are facing the Earth.
I didn't say this is. I just said
I did a month, an entire month of
non-stop.
Non-stop. Okay. Yeah, I love it. Great time.
The same way they taught me that I live on a ball. They taught me this, so it can't be wrong, right? It can't be birds.
They are not birds. They are genetically birds.
I've seen books, videos, documentaries, and they said reptiles. They can't. That can't be fake.
It's perception.
So what if they're lying down?
But it's a new theory.
So it's a theory. It's not fact. It's just
Have you ever seen a stegosaurus?
But can you just picture a stegosaurus mating?
Mating?
Yeah.
Maybe like you know some reptiles or
Stick
whatever.
the back.
How does a crocodile
Well, not really, no. We're a group of people that all have similar ideas and beliefs, do you know what I mean? So there's no specific name for us, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, take one of them as well, mate.
Afghanistan is close to when they say, never will we believe until we are given life that which was given to the man.
Scientists are probably the hardest ones to chat to.
We are still close to commit crimes debasement before Allah and severe punishment for what they used to teach us.
Where that might be out of the interview. But like, so he's, I would say, like, I've known him since I was a kid. He's it's got 200 proof, so you're not making on a spinning ball, right? And then that should raise eyebrows, and if it doesn't, then this is what you're suffering from.
See you later.
Cognitive dissonance. Thanks for your time, we appreciate it. I hope you get this.
And this provides the actions of the deal, which is black. So follow it and fear Allah, that you may receive mercy.
Very well, and it works.
We're trolling you well. Wow, I've never been called troll before. Huh?
You are now.
All right, okay, so what do you think?
What's your opinion?
Maybe not as much here.
I don't get what you mean by that.
That's 65 miles.
Yes.
Distance. And that's 2,037 feet above sea level.
Yes.
The Isle of Man, Snaefell, the Isle of Man should be buried, should be hidden under 2,584 feet of moisture. Right over the wall.
Because it's
80 inches squared per mile. You look at Pythagorean theory, 80 inches squared on 65 should be, well, it says yeah, you have a good look at that. You should not be able to see. Why did I do that? Sorry? Why did I do that? I'd love to know. When you find that answer, come and tell me, because I'd love to know. Because I want to punch him in the nose. So, it could be, I mean, NASA, £52 million a day. It could be your land, an idea like that.
The weight of it above us. The air above us. If I was on areas that the water molecules, air molecules and stuff. Okay.
If you want to bring down some pressure, I'm asking about
No, so they actually brought over like 120.
This is why the gravity has to be insulated.
Flat Earth, surely you'd be able to see into it.
But the mosquito's free to fly. It's smoking on the weather particles can move around, but not the particles of the atmosphere that are so velcroed in with our turning. We're spinning 1,000 miles an hour east. The whole atmosphere's.
So you've jumped a little bit away from trying to. So you don't agree with my statement about the molecules?
No, I'm saying that what gravity decides appears to be about that big.
Because you're looking over the Earth.
and that's only a bit visible.
You know, let's go back to that was our argument.
Whoever comes on the day of judgment with a good deed will have 10 times the life thereof with his credit. And this I have been commanded.
Do you think that's one for someone to go through the effort?
So to go through all the effort to falsify, for starters to hack into our satellite, falsify telemetry, then replicate all of our, FM modulation, copy our encryption to the exact code letter, copy my code, which is probably shit.
How many satellites are up in space?
I don't know off the top of my head.
It's about 16,000, isn't it?
Right. I've been telling everyone about 30,000, but
it is arbitrary, that number. It's, when we see these space station flyovers, we don't seem to see a single other satellite.
You never thought that's to do with like timing, since I'm not an artist, but if you had a photo of Earth and it was
16,000, you would think from by now that you'd be able to see. You would have thought by now that we'd be able to zoom in and see the aeroplanes taking off.
Okay, so what's that, sorry?
You would have thought with the amazing camera technologies, you would also be able to zoom in. There's the planet, zoom in. Oh look, plane taking off in Australia.
You can.
Where's the finish of this?
What, the plane taking off?
Yeah, in Australia. Upside down.
Well, so you want some GPS footage of
No, not GPS, I want...
real-time satellite imagery of
Of course we do. I want to make sure it's real. Because we've got amazing camera technology, haven't we?
But the thing is, the people who have them satellites will not take requests. It's not an open mic event. You can't email.
It's funny, but you would have thought this has been
But does Google not zoom in from the satellites?
Yes, but it's not motion. You just said real time. And in that case, you can look at aircraft on the runway, which is just about to take off. You can probably look at some aircraft
upside down.
Well, no, the correct way around because the satellite is relative. Like that, so it's always looking at the right orientation.
Yeah, but at some point I'm far enough away that I can see.
No, you can't, because if you want to be upside down, you've got to be like that aircraft is. And if you're there, you can't see through the Earth.
Well, you're not far enough away from the Earth to actually see it in its hole.
You mean for it to be upside down? You can never see.
So you can't actually, from any of the satellites, you can't actually say not the ISS, because that's only a little bit up, isn't it?
Yeah,
there's satellites, isn't there? And you've got the Hubble and stuff. You know what I mean? It looks massively far the other way. I'm taking it. We could be looking back.
But why would you want to?
Because we live on a beautiful and amazing place. And
we have dedicated ones to do that.
How long's the Hubble been up there? But it's never been spun round to show.
Because that's like looking binoculars through the wrong way. The Hubble is designed to look, horrendously deep into space, looking all of the orbit from the Hubble to the Earth. I don't know, a fair few years.
90s? Before that?
I think it's around the 80s, 88.
But what keeps the energy going on board that?
There's no degradation of geo assist, gravitational orbit assist. Apogee and perigee, G relations.
So what's creating the energy on board?
What's that? Okay, so you have the classic Newton F equals ma. The first law of thermodynamics, energy can't be destroyed or created. So you get it into space.
You're making electricity.
You're not making electricity. No. You send it into orbit through chemical propulsion, jet fuel, bang, goes up. As soon as you leave the Earth's atmosphere, where's the drag? So drag is the air pushing back.
Yeah.
So you're in space, there's no air, it's a vacuum, or as close to the vacuum as realistically possible. There's no negative force opposing the motion, so that's why it doesn't slow down. You've got nothing resisting.
Yeah, but what's actually powering it?
Once you've got out the atmosphere, you don't need to power it.
Okay.
Oh, you mean keeping it on?
It sends pictures back. It runs on electricity.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant power it to get it.
No, not what? No.
Oh, you mean power it? Okay, like electrical power.
Yeah, sorry. Probably my word. Yeah, what's actually powering is internal.
So
not what's actually.
I'm sorry, I thought. Okay, so
what's turning it around?
Okay. So you have how a solar cell works.
Solar cell.
Yeah.
Yeah, solar panels. Yeah, I fit them on both.
Yeah.
Have a look at that, and there's some YouTube channels on the back of this. If you have a look at John Smith Globe Live, that actually shows all the street activism videos that we do as well. But enjoy your evening.
Cheers.
And seriously, like this is basically what you're suffering from, mate. Cognitive dissonance. Yeah, so basically, you're presented with new information, your brain can't take it, so it just disregards it instantly until you do your own research.
Will do. Cheers.
Have a good evening. Thank you.
Okay, so what you got to think of is it's selective control. So that's kind of weird. So you got.
Could I ask you what you think of that?
Yeah.
Could I ask you what you think of that?
I've heard about some of this before. I haven't actually heard about it or read about it in detail, but it definitely looks like something that can be listened to and read about, so that one can make an informed decision instead of taking things for granted.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll definitely look at that.
I don't agree with you.
See it again.
Yeah, I like your signs when they're on the floor because I think they're more in your face. People come over to have a look at them and they're powerful.
Yeah, I suppose it draws them into your process as well.
Well, no, it's just the whole spread, isn't it? It's everything. It just brings it down to it.
Cold but good?
I think it's quite good. Yeah, it's a good turnout, mate.
Good turnout.
I'm enjoying seeing all the mixed reactions, and it's good.
I haven't really listened to much of it. I've just been doing the perimeter, haven't I?
Yes. We're not allowed free exploration of anywhere, so hiding land and resources is another reason that we like.
Yes, I've gone through that. There's a lot of battery power. I don't know why. I think it's because it's coming easy to read
The flat earth theory is, I'm aghast, to be honest with you. I'm aghast. I kind of think, you know, the one thing that we can put to bed is that science, we used to believe the world was indeed flat, and I can't even get into the nitty-gritty of it. It's just, it's so sublime for me, just looking at this, that the biggest thing is, even if it were not round, what difference does it actually make?
Depends on where you stand. A lot of people think it's criminal. It's a criminal lie.
Well, to what end does it? If we were told something different, to what end?
Yeah, but you ask what difference it makes. It makes a difference to me if it's not true. And NASA are getting millions a year.
For sure, but what? Again, why would NASA be getting millions a year to lie to us? To what end?
If they get all that money per year, and you look here in London, all the homeless people that are sleeping rough, people in Africa who are dying, money can solve those issues. Right?
But there's a million other things that can solve those issues.
Yes, there's a million other
And there's a million other bodies that get a lot of money rather than NASA. Additionally to NASA.
Yeah, but perhaps those other things are not quite as criminal. I mean, you're lying to children in schools, lying about where they live. That is criminal.
We've been lying to people in this country and to children in schools for years.
Absolutely.
And what about you know? It's like religion. We don't. I mean, like, the list is endless, right?
Yeah, I agree.
So I guess my point with this is like, take NASA out of the equation, right? To what end does confirming if the world was flat, it makes actually any difference?
Well,
aside from the money,
aside from being informed about the world that you live in and being misled.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've got friends who are Marines who've sailed around the world and got on at one place and got off literally a loop later, and haven't gone off the edge of the earth.
But why do you perceive it as an edge?
Well, I don't know. I mean, if you're saying the world is flat, like it can't be infinite.
But let's just say that you were Earth, okay?
Yeah.
And I want to circumnavigate you.
Yeah.
So I go round and come back where I started from.
Yeah.
I've done that on a flat plane.
Yeah, but that's because you're looping at just this axis.
Yeah.
So if you sail on multiple axes from north to west on the diagonal, then that's proof again that there isn't.
Well, when people circumnavigate the Earth, they actually go around the continent.
Yes, that's circumnavigating. Absolutely, but that doesn't mean people don't only circumnavigate the Earth.
No, but they don't go in a straight line.
No, of course not. But they will still move from north to west, from southwest to northeast. That's the shipping lanes aren't straight.
No. But what they do is they go around the continents. Now, do you know that nobody circumnavigated the Earth between north and south?
Well, you can't circumnavigate the Earth directly from north to south unless you get off and walk, right?
Well, you can usually fly a little drone around there and get a time-lapse footage of that.
I mean, the thing is, like, as far as I'm concerned, I think this is a really big waste of time. I don't, for me,
and that's fair, and that's your comment.
Absolutely.
But for me, it's not a waste of time because it's a big lie. It's the biggest lie we've been told. So I don't see it as a waste of time.
I know, but I still don't see to what end that kind of improves your life, aside from the finances, aside from there's no way. The thing is, this is a great argument for people to have because in the context of speaking to most people on the street, you can't disprove or prove in the moment. It's impossible. We know that.
I can disprove a lot of things.
Can you? So you can disprove that the Earth is round to me right now? You can't.
Yeah, I can. Because I can go to the beach, which I have done with friends. We see a ship that's apparently going over the curvature. Right, everybody agrees, yeah, that's nearly outside. So I give them this zoom camera or a telescope. They zoom in on the boat and they see the bottom of the ship again. Now at that point anyway, that ship's not going over any curvature because lenses do not bend around a curve.
Yeah, I'm a cameraman, I know this, absolutely.
Sorry?
I'm a cameraman, I understand this, absolutely.
So at that point, that ship is simply going out of your line of perspective. It's not going over any curvature. So it's proving at that point anyway, just that point, that ship is not going over the curvature.
Alright.
Right? So I'm proving that wrong. It's no curvature.
You're not proving anything wrong.
Okay. If people claim you can see the curvature, the physics of a ball state that you should see every direction evenly. The curvature going off to your left, to your right, and behind you. Now, look at your photography picture of a history. Nobody's ever photographed that. Curve in all four directions. But if you're in a ball, it should be curving in every direction. That's the physics of a ball. And that doesn't exist.
Just honestly, I mean, you've got this stuff down here, right, with like harnesses, not gravity.
Not in the winter.
Such a lot of obvious spin, man, seriously.
Why is that obvious?
Because what? Of course they're going to wear harnesses in space. It stops them from moving around.
They're trying to present they're in zero gravity, and they're not. They're just suspended on a harness.
All right.
And then planes flying around a ball. I'm sorry, but that's impossible. If you look back at the Earth from the International Space Station, you would have to see...
It's not impossible if you accept that gravity exists.
But I'd have to ask you, how can you evidence... If I wanted to believe what you're saying, how can you evidence to me that gravity exists?
Well, that's the same as the God theory, right?
Sorry?
It's exactly the same as the God theory.
Yeah,
it's exactly the same. So the whole point is, you're entitled to be here, right? Because you believe something.
No, I don't believe anything.
Oh, you don't believe? So you don't believe that? So you believe the world's flat or round or what?
I don't know what shape it is, but I know it's not round.
Okay, fine. So you do believe something?
No.
You don't believe in anything?
Oh, no beliefs.
Oh, fine. Okay, so what are you here for?
No,
I mean, if you're
cannot be here without a belief.
Well, I just think you should have some belief in life, right?
Why should I have some belief? That's very interesting. Why should
I think belief is something that kind of takes us through life, right?
Pardon?
I think belief is something that takes us through life. We like, you want to believe something different to what you're provided with, right? To what you're given.
No. I want to observe what I'm looking at as a fact. And I want to
so you want to believe, but that's belief.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. If it's a fact, it's belief. You believe that is a fact.
Do facts need beliefs?
Oh look, we can go around in circles all day with this.
Whoever relies upon Allah. If you ever feel Allah.
Yeah, I understand what it is.
How do you think it's going then?
Great. A lot of people are like, no, but there's a few that have said yes, I completely get what you're saying. A few that are on the fence. I think we just caught footage of a guy who said, yeah, but why the whole lie? And Scott gave him a good explanation. I don't think he's going to jump on to Flat Earth, but he might do his own research, but we're getting the attention that we were looking for.
See? Yeah, close.
But whoever believes in Allah and does righteousness, He will admit him into gardens beneath which rivers flow, to abide therein forever. Allah will have protected for him and for his In the name of Allah, the entire
I love your dog.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Does anyone want that?
Forget what you've been taught, what makes sense to you. See. This is why they taught us when we were so young.
Attracted to each other. Well, you stood next to him. Are you attracted to each other? And that's all that's been attracted. That's never been repeated or proven since. You can't repeat this at home. You can't repeat it in the classroom. It doesn't work. Try it with confidence.
My name's Freya.
I won't remember it, Michael.
Michael, nice to meet you. Lovely chat with you.
Freya, are you going to be here, Ruben?
No, we're not. Unfortunately, it's just today. We're comfortable to meet you today. Yeah, thank you.
We're around the country.
Yeah, I come from Wales. Yeah, South Wales, Cardiff. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, valleys. Yeah, but we've come from all over Scotland, Liverpool, Manchester, Bolton.
Yeah, but
Sorry. Yes, that's where we want to be. You know, we don't want to be in this. We want to be here. I just want to spread love and happiness and take the win life.
who created death and life to test you as to which of you is best indeed. And he is the exalted in life, the goodness.
Is everything on here? I will check. I had no idea before, yeah?
You had no idea what?
Yeah. Are you recording me for YouTube channel
Yes,
or what?
yeah.
So I will see myself really soon there, huh?
Yes.
I didn't know you had the YouTube channel. So
Oh, I see, right.
I will check that, yeah?
Yeah. So what do you think of it?
I don't think yet, right? I don't think anything yet.
Have you heard of it before?
No, I didn't check it. This subject,
Yeah.
about the NASA thing.
Yes, yeah.
No, I never. It's the first time I heard of it.
This is the first time you've come across it? It's probably the biggest thing on YouTube at the moment.
You think so?
I know so.
I will check.
Millions and millions of videos are up on YouTube about the subject.
Okay, I will see.
And that reference on that piece of paper is probably the best video on there to watch.
Really? It will change my life, huh?
Well, I think if you realised you weren't living on a spinning ball, I think it would change your life.
Just trying to stop people from it.
Yay! Love it.
Mission successful.
Great day.
Hey, Harry. Why not get me with this on that one?
Remember that in the car from home? No.
You go get yourself.
Can I speak to Bob? No.
Okay.
Not everybody.
Yeah, run into them. You'd be tired, Freya, are you?
I'm okay.
Yeah?
I've had a lovely day, yeah. It's great fun. Good energy. Love it.
What's that?
I love it. Thank you.
Oh, good. Hey, thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for braving the cold
My pleasure.
and the commitment you made to get here.
Yes. It's all worth it.
Oh, fantastic.
And then do it from the centre out.
This is what sheep was. Have you got any more? No.
You know what I'm thinking? The names of the stations.
Yeah, just above it.
Sorry?
I'm really curious.
Yeah. Oh, you said flat earth.
Where's the
It's sellotape.
Like, are you guys doing some...
Yeah, we're
I've got some in the hand, I think.
Yeah, we've been doing this demonstration.
Yeah. That's just a bit... So they're a bit bold, these ones. We've got some flat ones, but these are just YouTube channels. Like, we've been picking holes in the globe theory, and this guy out today's come up with 200, basically, that we can, you know,